Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, John Wayne here, with a message for you. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Also, be sure to click that other link in the description to see the Bonehead cartoon. Your presence is pleasant, so presents for you. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to All Things Ink the Book Show. Thank you. No title. I forgot to add it. Whoops. There you go. All right. So usually I take that opportunity to prepare my mind for the few seconds that lasts. Usually yielding nothing anyhow. So let's get into drawing. Okay, we're on a new page. We're trying to hit 177 at least by the 9th. We got this. That'll be easy. We're going to hit more than 177. This is 173. We want 4 more pages in 4 more days. We're gonna do it. Okay, I'm trying to get a point on my brush. Trying to get some ink on my brush. Saturate it into the bristles. Not just on the outside, but so it's actually being held within the brush. I need to get a point again. Okay, so let's start with the subjects. Oh, I gotta get some light on me. What? We got somebody here. And they're gonna make me famous. Want to become famous? Buy viewers, followers, and primes on viewers. Shop. Oh, like at Amazon or like Jewel Osco. That's how I become famous? Is that it? Buy viewers, followers, and primes on viewers. Shop. Is it called viewers.shop? Tell me more. Raging Tyrant 96. You'll have to clarify that stuff you said because that is meaningless to me. Primes, I don't know what that means. That whole end of that sentence, primes on viewers.shop, doesn't make sense to me. I can use my imagination, but I don't care also. Look, if I wanted to be rich and famous, I wouldn't have decided to become an artist.
There are easier ways to make money, faster ways to make money. Wiser ways to make money. Surefire ways to make money. I come to my art table and draw. And every day I draw is like I'm letting all the money pass me by. No. Even the things I can do it as an artist to make money, I don't utilize so far. Because I've got drawing to do, that's why. I'm just wondering why Raging Tyrant isn't famous. You know? I mean, I've never heard of them. Unless they're that one Raging Tyrant. Barney the Dinosaur. Which reminds me, so I've got a Discord that I could link to, I guess. But I haven't really known what to do with it so far. Last night I posted a couple of my newer sketchbook drawings on it. And I've been largely neglecting it. But I think I'm going to try using it more. I want to add like a channel to it for like 90s nostalgia. Or just maybe just nostalgic stuff anyway. I think I'll do that now. Text channel, new. Nostalgia trip. Done. Create. That's something I feel like I can get into posting to. I was thinking about that at church today. I just got back from church. Instead of thinking about the Lord, I was thinking of Ninja Turtles or something, apparently. No, today was, oh man, it was a beautiful mass. I always like when in addition to the choir and the organ, once in a while they break out the women come out with the bells, and they've got all the bells set up, and they're ringing the bells. And then there was also a violinist there today, and oh, that just got me. It was so beautiful. And I try not to like go out and shop on Sunday if I can help it. But I was really hungry today and pressed for time. I went to Dunkin' Donuts to get something to eat because I was starving. I was starving children in Africa, starving. Okay, that's not. I was American starving. Which is not really starving, just a little hungry. And didn't feel like cooking when I got home. What am I saying? Oh, yeah, I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and they've got this new tomato pesto mozzarella sandwich. That was good. Oh, yeah. I liked that. I still got my Dunkin' coffee. Dunkin', for all your coffee, Dunkin'. Did I do his butt? His butt. That's a nice butt. That's some space butt. Space butt, baby space butt. Space butt, baby space butt. Sometimes I turn things into Love Shack. Or rather, I turn Love Shack into whatever random thing pops into my head. Space butt, baby! Space butt, that's where it's at. That doesn't even make sense. Space butt shimmy. What else is new? So tomorrow, I said I was trying to get 4 pages done by the end of the 9th, right? Now I inked this whole book on stream, so sometimes it's hard to make time to set up the stream and blah, blah, blah. Like I usually need an extra half hour to an hour just to prepare for the stream and get everything set up and collect my thoughts and, or, you know, just in regards to starting things, because I do like a little intro and I gotta like think about all the, like I set up the lights and I said do this and who cares, but tomorrow I'm thinking I ought to be able to squeeze in at least 2 pages. If I can't do 2 pages tomorrow, I might as well just scrap this whole book. I throw it all away. I'm over 170 pages. I'm actually probably over 190 pages in, honestly. But yeah, I will throw it away if I don't get at least 2 pages done tomorrow. Because I'm going to try and beat 177 by the 9th. And the thing is, honestly, I'd like to get 3 extra pages done before the 9th. So 177, 78, 79, 80. I'd really like to get to 180 by the end of the 9th because I'm going to be out of town for at least 3 days. So I don't think I'm going to stream myself doing pages those 3 days. So I want to get extra ones done by then. And I might stream just random little vacation-y stuff, little family stuff. Maybe I'll have a Shiga stream or something. I don't know. That sounds nice. We'll see. I don't know what awaits me in Wisconsin. My sister-in-law, she has a lake house that she inherited in Wisconsin, and my whole family is going up there this weekend. For my brother and my dad's birthday. And then my nephew has a birthday a couple days later. And then it's Father's Day a few days after that. My dad always has his birthday and Father's Day within like a few days. So most of my family, besides me, has been to this lake house before. I don't know if all my family besides me has been there before. I think they all went a couple years ago. And they were throwing around dates, and I couldn't get the date off in time when they decided on the date. It was like too late for me. Because there was like a near date that they were talking about, then they were talking about a far date, and it messed me up. They boxed me out. But I'll get to join them this time. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to try and do some little short, just kind of like casual streams. That might be cool. We'll be grilling, we'll be swimming, we'll be... I think I'm going to have a cigar out there. Maybe a couple cigars. When in Rome, have a cigar. When in Wisconsin, have two. Better grab some whiskey too, because, you know, it's Wisconsin. That's my vacation motto. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. And there's this cross one. Okay. This brush is getting a little weak on me. I'm going to have to get some new ones. I think I've been saying that, though. Sign says, stay away, fools, 'cause love rules at the Love Shack. Got me a car. It seats about 20, so come on and bring your jukebox money. That album is one of my favorite albums of any band. It's like really fun. That's so Love Shack, it's on the B-52's album Cosmic Thing. And the title track, Cosmic Thing, is probably my favorite song on it. It's just like the funnest album. I always say, like, say what you want about the B-52s, but they got to be having the most fun as a band. Okay. Sounded like Mr. Mackey right there on accident. Dude, my roommate's got me jealous. She's out riding her bike that she just bought today. I mean, she bought it a few days ago, but she's riding it around in the beautiful day right now. So last night I got home from my day job, and what did I do? Well, first, my other roommate, Tyler, was showing me this show on Netflix called Love, Death, and Robots. which was pretty interesting. It's just random sci-fi stuff. Each episode is just like maybe 9 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. They're just like short little sci-fi films by different people. They're different animation. Some of it's live action, I think. I saw something with Topher Grace in it. We were just watching a bunch of random ones. Oh, there's this really funny Christmas one where like these kids are waiting for Santa to show up, and there's this horrible monster in their house. Oh, that and it's stop motion, and it looks beautiful. But that was really funny. But then what else? So like after that, I was reading a bit of John Locke for this free justice class I'm taking. I'm trying to get through this meaty John Locke reading that's taken me forever to just make time for. And then I read a little bit of Scaling the Secular City, A Defense of Christianity by J.P. Moreland. And then what else? What else did I do? Oh, I did yesterday's live stream of church, because I try and do that every day. And then, I did panels for a few pages. Trying to get all my daily tasks crammed into the end of the day. And I was up too late doing it. So I slept in for the early mass today, being Sunday. I slept in by 10 minutes. So I went to the late one. And now here I am. Okay. Kung Fu brush, I guess. Everybody was Kung Fu painting. And so on. However the rest of that song would go. He sure is talented, ain't he? America runs on Dunkin'. So that ad campaign, America runs on Dunkin'. I'm drinking my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, just to remind you. That ad campaign started with "They Might Be Giants" songs, and at the beginning of every show, I think you see every Ink the Book show, you see the John Henry girl behind me on my wall. I have a poster of the John Henry album cover on my wall. I'm a huge They Might Be Giants fan. They did maybe like 20 or 30 different ad spots for Dunkin' Donuts. And then I think the second wave of them, they all had John Goodman also doing the narration. America runs on Dunkin'. That's my John Goodman, I guess. Woof. Has anyone seen The Righteous Gemstones? I'm liking that show. I barely started the second season, but I like that show. It's about this family of preachers, but they're kind of corrupt and messed up. And one of them is what's that dude's name? Guy's name. He's in like Pineapple Express, and he's Danny McBride. He's like one of the. So John Goodman's the dad, right? And he's the big famous televangelist preacher man, and he's got this kind of like empire kind of thing of, I don't know if it's his like gospel network or whatever. I don't know. Also, it's been a while since I watched the first season. But his kids are all part of the program, and the oldest son being Danny McBride, but he's also Danny McBride in it, and he's just this foul-mouthed, like, kind of a scumbag. And I forget, there's some tape of him doing drugs and hanging out with prostitutes or something, and he's trying to cover it up, and he gets embroiled in this big. He's trying. I don't know. Somebody's trying to like get money out of them because they're this rich televangelist family, and then he's just trying to like sweep it under the rug at this and get the tape, the footage of him destroyed. Adam Devine is in it. He's one of the other sons. And who else is in that? Oh, what's his name? Walton Goggins. He's in this first season anyway. Yeah, it's been a while since I saw the first. I think the first season came out in 2019, and the second season just came out within this past year. Okay, I'm going to do the next panel. I like that Danny McBride though. He's good at playing like that blowhard, overconfident a-hole type. Like I loved Eastbound and Down. There's also another one called Vice Principals that I liked, but I think not as much. How did I get on talking about the righteous gemstones? I don't remember. Probably by talking about something else, I imagine. Just call me imaginative. Imagination. Stop doing that. Imagination. SpongeBob. Anything's possible with imagination. Oh, I was talking about America Runs on Duncan. Things are what I like to do. Doing things is what I like to do. No twiddling of thumbs, I get everything done. Doing things is what I like to do. Yes, doing things is what I like to do. Yes. That was the first one. They're still using America Runs on Duncan, but they're not using They Might Be Giants anymore. That was a cool campaign. I was like, yeah, they still got it. They're still in the mainstream culture. Culture just doesn't know it. When I found out when I first started, so I've known about They Might Be Giants since I was 5. My dad had the Flood album, and I really liked it as a 5-year-old or whatever, or 6 or however old I was in 1990. 87. It came out at the end of 1990, very end of 1990. 87, 88, 89, 90. I was 3 when it came out. My dad probably had it when I was 5 or 6. Because he heard Twisting on the radio, which would have been cool to hear on the radio. He wasn't that into Birdhouse in Your Soul or Istanbul or Particle Man. No. My dad's more of a rock guy. So he heard Twisting on the radio. And that's how come I got into They Might Be Giants, because he bought Flood and played it for me and my brother and sister, or at least in the presence of me and my brother and sister. And I really liked all the songs right away. And then it was like sometime later, I rediscovered the CD. I was like, oh, I used to like this. And I would listen to it. I think like in middle school, I rediscovered it. And then, put the CD away and forgot about it. And then in high school, I found it again. I was like, oh, I used to love this album. And it still held up. I was like, you know what? I should look into them. And then I found out that they had done like that Courage the Cowardly Dog song for Cartoon Network. There was a Courage the Cowardly Dog song. And then they did the theme and score for Malcolm in the Middle, and I had really liked that theme song and thought that was really interesting. They did The Daily Show. They were all over the place. I was like, dude, this band has been stalking me my whole life. I just didn't know it. And yeah, and I was kind of like sold shortly after that. They also had this cool thing that really sucked me in at the time. They had this like little... So apps weren't a thing yet, but they had this little kind of desktop app that you could download from their site called Clock Radio. And Clock Radio, you'd open it up, and it was this little flash clock radio with Franklin Roosevelt's face on it. And there were 3 channels. One had like just random music. Another had like live tracks, an assortment of live tracks. And then there was a 3rd channel with like a bunch of announcements. And then yeah, and there was a bunch of exclusive stuff on each of the channels. So you would just turn one on and it would just keep streaming new song after song after song. And there were like hundreds of pieces of music on it. And some were old demos, some were album tracks, some were just deep cut B-side stuff, some were like made exclusively for the Clock Radio thing. And it was just endless discovering new stuff by They Might Be Giants, and there was really great stuff on it. At this point, I have everything that was on it, I think. And the app that is defunct. See, they should make an app of that. They have a They Might Be Giants app, which plays like a few songs that it's always got like 5 songs on it. Looks something like that. But they should have made a Clock Radio app. That was really big a big part of how I got into them. That they were starting a podcast at the time, and the existence of the They Might Be Giants wiki, you could just dive into discovering this band really fast and deeply. There's a site called tmbw.net, and between that and Clock Radio, I was just like devouring They Might Be Giants, and there was just so much to devour. So it was a real rich discovery, a really deep rabbit hole to get into. So it was perfect for like a 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid to be like, I wonder if I'll like this band, and just keep in like finding things you like right away about them, because even if you came across some clunker tracks on that Clock Radio thing, you'd hear like all kinds of stuff if you just let it play a little while. It was really cool. But it was always random, you didn't know what was going to play next. And the They Might Be Giants wiki, it's so exhaustively thorough and precise. The guys that work on that, it's a very smooth site. Like usually you go onto wikis and they're trash, you know what I mean? But it's the guys who make it. It's a really solid site, and it's really comprehensive. So it was a really huge, helpful, fun resource. And you could look up the Clock Radio on the wiki, and you'll see every song that's on it, and each song has its own page if you want to look into each of those songs. And that can be an endless source of intrigue. But that's what I sunk a lot of my teens into, was They Might Be Giants wiki and They Might Be Giants stuff. I added, speaking of America Runs on Duncan, when they were still making tracks for it, one day I heard a song, or I saw a new commercial on the TV for America Runs on Duncan. That was it was a song that went like 1 billion degrees. It's like 1 billion degrees. It's like 1 billion degrees from the hot parking lot to the sand that is not so cool. America Runs on Duncan. Well, I saw that and I was like, that one's not on the wiki. That one's not on the wiki yet. I can make a new page. And I went and I made that page. That was me. I did that. That was my contribution. I usually don't contribute to stuff like that. I just wait for somebody else to do it. I might have made some other contribution at some point, though. I made the headline one time when I bought their demo tape off eBay before it was easy to find online digitally. Because I bought it for $400 because I was a psychopath. And then it was like months later, all of a sudden it showed up online, like in a torrent or something, and everybody had it. But mine was it was a little different. But I did make the headlines of the wiki, but they didn't know who bought it. I think they were hoping somebody would step forward and say that was me. But I didn't do that. Because I don't know. I'm not I don't hang out in forums and stuff and make online friends exactly so comfortably. I kind of don't know how to hang out online is all. It's not a it's nothing personal. It's just it's kind of a strange way for me to I don't know. I can't quite grasp how to do that so casually even today. Like I never did like AIM, America on, or what do you call it? America Instant Message. No, what was AIM? What did that stand for? Autoimmune. No. Something instant messenger. I never did that. Well, I had a bunch of I like when I was in elementary school. I knew kids that were always on AIM. It was their favorite thing to do. I was like, I don't even know what that is. It's like I did like use it once or twice, and I was like, you find strangers to talk to or whatever, and it was just like weird to me. I mean, you could find your friends on there. It just, you know what? Because it was new, right, and new-ish anyway. Like that show Pen 15 kind of encapsulates it. It's like you feel like you're embarking on an adventure or something. But it was just too strange for me. I didn't like it. Couldn't get into it. It's like, why don't I just call somebody or go to their house? Even when texting came out, I remember getting into a big discussion with my friend, like about like, why don't you just call me instead of texting me? And you're always texting people now. What's up with that? It's like, it was weird to me. Now I never call people. No one ever. If somebody calls you, it's weird. It's like, dude, just text me. Quit calling here. I'd say since starting the Ink the Book show, talking with the chat has been the most comfortable I've ever gotten doing that kind of thing. And you might be able to tell on early ones where people would come into the chat. It made me so uncomfortable. I was so nervous anytime somebody came into the chat. I would just pray, like, please don't let anybody come into the chat. I want people to watch, but I would get so nervous. Now I don't care. I like it. I made lots of friends here. Vucky. I haven't heard from Vucky in a bit. Let Me Sleep and What Love. I just heard from What Love on the Discord. She was liking the drawings that I posted. And of course there's Crimson from Australia. There's a bunch of other people that have popped in from time to time. Forgive me, I see you guys less, so I can't think of any more off the top of my head. I always see Let Me Sleep on Instagram, but I haven't heard from Let Me Sleep in a bit. Or, I don't know. That's okay. My people. That 1 Billion Degrees song I actually have on a CD that they put out. A very obscure. Let me see. It's a secret music CD from. I shouldn't even be talking about it. It's top secret. from their secret fan club. And one of them that they put out, they lumped a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts tracks, including a bunch that they never released, that were never used. They put them all in one track. So it's like 1.5 hour track of Dunkin' Donuts commercial songs. And that's in there. Never thought I'd see that on a CD. I can play you an exclusive They Might Be Giants track. I've played it on this show before. That was made just for me. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I got a follow from Owl Pally. Owl Pally. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Exclusive They Might Be Giants track. Let's find it. No. Somewhere in here. No. Oh, here it is.
Someone's calling, Ryan O'Connor. Don't answer it, Ryan O'Connor. Someone's calling, Ryan O'Connor. Don't answer it, Ryan O'Connor. Someone's calling, Ryan O'Connor. Don't answer it, Ryan O'Connor.
Can you believe it? That's John Linnell singing to me. It's also advice I take sometimes. It's the Ryan O'Connor Show with your host, They Might Be Giants. Our musical guest, They Might Be Giants. That's also something I got through the They Might Be Giants Instant Fan Club, which they open to members every year or two, depending. There's probably a new one coming in 2023. A new edition. So that was the first time they offered custom ringtone, where they would put your name into the song. They did it one other time since then. That was in 2012 when I got that. They offered it one other time, I think 2015. And I think it was a bit more, it came with a bit more of an expensive bundle that time. And I didn't opt for it. Otherwise, I would have a second one. One thing I always like to get, I don't have them readily available. I'd have to go digging in my closet. My favorite thing, the thing I always try to opt for is like the thing I want to collect from their Instant Fan Club. I have all these, like, they make all these cool fan club coins. And so I've got some cool They Might Be Giants coins. There's one with the first one was like a three-eyed Franklin Delano Roosevelt on the front as the president. And then the second one was, I think it was a cat man for president. And then there's been one with an ape president. I think the most recent one was, it was just it was like an invisible, it was just like a disembodied like suit, like a bust that is usually on the coin, but there's like no head or neck there. And so like the bulk of the coin is just empty. It's kind of cool. Like it's an invisible president. So those are all cool. I hope they keep doing those. I'll buy into it just for that coin. That's what I go for every time. But you also get exclusive tracks that they haven't even published on the wiki out of the band's request for them not to. So there's songs. The wiki begrudgingly obliges to the band's request not to make articles for those songs. So there's secret songs. If it's only made available to the fan club, they are not on the wiki. So there's some cool secret tracks. And in recent years, they've made some of the vinyl that those secret tracks came out in the first year. They've made the vinyl available in limited quantities. I think they were just kind of clearing out whatever was left in their warehouse. But they've been made available from time to time in some secret fan club shop. So in 2023 or whenever they make the next offering available, it might be worth it. Though I will say, in many ways, the value is not as good as when it was first introduced, the fan club, because you did get like exclusive vinyl EPs, and you got concert tickets. But I don't know, they make up for the value in other ways, I suppose. But it was really like sweet deal the first couple years, and I think it was like just $95 both times, and you got like, now there's multiple tiers, but I don't know, it's evolved a bit. There's always some really cool stuff. But enough about They Might Be Giants. Let's talk about you. Why do you like They Might Be Giants? No, I'm just kidding. Because you told me to. So I'm gonna try and get another little monster drawn today in my sketchbook that I'll post. But I don't know if I don't think I'm going to be able to do it before after I finish this page, because I have to leave. But at some point tonight, I'm thinking I'll get one in. Might be after midnight, but I'll get one in. And so help me, I hope there's no change of plans. But tomorrow should be a very productive day. I'm hoping. But rugs like to get pulled. Switcheroos are often on the horizon at any given moment of my life. I find. I just heard a bell ding. I thought it was another video playing on in the background of my computer or something. Note it sounded like the start of mass that I hear on the live streams of my church. That's what I thought I was hearing. But I think it was something downstairs. Oh. Spilled into the hat a little bit. Be careful, Ryan. Almost doing it again. So this is how comics are drawn / inked, rather. Inked. I mean, when you're an art hack, maybe. Like I'm no Sean Gordon Murphy or nothing. Or Eric Powell. Or there's this one guy who does some Batman stuff. Matteo Scalera or something like that. Matthew Scalera. Forget. There's this guy I follow. And he just does amazing. Like I think he was working on some Harley Quinn book or something like that. And I just love his art. I gotta look into what. I think I've tried to look into what books I could buy of his that he's inked and worked on, because it's so good. It's like, it's not very Bruce Timm-ish as far as I'm aware, but it's really stylistic and it's like perfect for Batman. Not that I'm super into Batman, but it's perfect for Batman. Like, he's the guy that should be working on Batman. Here, I'll look him up just for the sake of sharing the guy. Let's see. I can't find it. Oh yeah, it is Matteo Scalera. Matteo with 2 M's. Here's the guy. Everybody see it? And he's got let me find a page to show you what I mean. I'm seeing a lot of Batman stuff already, but it's not quite what I'm... Oh, I don't know, but he is good. Here's a cool image. I don't know. All his art is really good. I don't know. I don't know. He posts a bunch of comic pages from time to time. Those all look like commissions or just splash pages or something. I don't know. I would like to finish this before 2 o'clock, but I don't think I'm going to. I can keep going till 2:30. I just would like to finish sooner because then I would get some downtime. I literally started this stream as early as I possibly could today. Well, if I got it up in time for the first mass. It's not like I set an alarm for 10 minutes late of when I leave for that mass, but that's the alarm that woke me up. It was 10 minutes late. I didn't set that, but I think I hit the snooze button on accident. I don't like that how easy it is to snooze now on my phone. It didn't used to be this easy where like if I hit the side button on my phone, which I do on accident all the time, or if I hit the screen in such and such a spot, it just snoozes. It doesn't. So it's like I can barely hear the alarm sometimes before I accidentally hit some button. And it used to be you had to like do this and then hit snooze or whatever. Like turn your phone on and then hit snooze. Sometimes, so now it's like I hear the alarm go off and I just grab my phone and it goes off right away. So I don't have to like think about turning it off. You know what I mean? And like before it's even registered with me that the alarm was going off, I'm like asleep again already. It's too easy to turn off the alarm. There needs to be some kind of presence of obstacle to turn it off, I think, before you. Okay. Oh, I'm out of coffee. I had a cup of tea boiling, but it surely is not boiled anymore. So. Let's see. Here we go. Some space eyes. Here's some space eyebrows to go with it. Here's his spaceball cap. Want to know how you know it's a spaceball cap? Because it's got this little antenna. That's how. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting tired again. So far, I'm not as bad as I was. Was it yesterday or the day before? Maybe both. I don't remember. But I was like about to fall asleep on stream. And couldn't even go to sleep after the stream because I had to go to my job. I ran into a psychology teacher I had in at community college the other day. That made me feel old because if I didn't recognize her name, I wouldn't have recognized her because she had aged. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're talking about 2007. Almost 20 years since I started community college. Cripes. Like 15 years. About. Right? 22 minus 7. $15 years, yeah. Oh, she had aged 15 years. I was like, didn't you teach sociology and psychology at the community college I went to? And she's like, yes, I did. I had your class all them years ago. And she's like, oh, well, and we were talking for a little bit. So this is the, you may remember some number of pages back, Denton Crux throws down this bottle. He smashes this bottle of something labeled Death by Fire that Bonehead threw at him. And here's the fire still burning in the background. The background of which I need to look up because I don't think I'm satisfied with where I put that. Aye! Rogue lines! It sounded like something Gizmo might say. Bright light! That's what I sounded like to me. It hurts me as much as bright light hurts Gizmo. Rogue lines! I just heard that ding again. I think they're cooking something in the kitchen. Probably just a kitchen timer. Oh, mama. Mamma mia. So if you're new to the Ink the Book Show, oh, look at my schnoz. If you're new to Ink the Book Show, I try to do this every day if possible. Ink a page a day at least, or ink something a day, chip away. And I've inked every bit of this book on a live stream. So, well, I think one early on, that might not have been a page though. Might have been me practicing inking. I think that's what it was. But yeah, so all the back broadcasts, everything's on YouTube. All the inking I've done. Ooh. And I intend to ink the whole dang book on YouTube. Well, also Twitch. I've started streaming to Twitch in the past however long. So I stream to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube simultaneously. With Twitch, if you wait till the broadcast ends, usually within a few minutes, I add all the links I talk about at the top of the show into the description. So I usually put the link to my Twitter, the link to my... Oh, I should put the Discord link in there as well. The link to my Twitter, the link to my Instagram. I'll probably start putting the link to the Discord in soon, now that I've thought of that. But I also put a link to a Bonehead cartoon that I made a couple years ago. I made it all by myself. My brother voices Bonehead. I do pretty much all the other voices. And I animated the whole thing. I drew every frame myself. Shut up! Took me a while to make. So it's a 16-minute cartoon. I don't know if it's the most remarkable animation out there. I'm guessing not. If I really had to think about it and take a wild guess, I'd say it's not the most remarkable. It's probably not quite Roger Rabbit or Iron Giant. But, you know, I did try to make it as best as I could. As good as I could. And one day I'll make a follow-up. I'm thinking. I don't know when, though. Probably way after this is inked and colored. But let's see. I should do some little animations here and there to just post to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to think of new stuff I can make to put in between some of these streams. That way there's some like short form stuff in between these like 2-hour streams. Because I think a lot of people that, you know, just kind of go through YouTube. They're not looking for 2-hour streams. They just want bite-sized little art to consume, or bite-sized little bits of entertainment. Like I said, this weekend, I think I'm going to post some stuff of me and my siblings hanging out. Me and my fam. That'll be fun. Oh, why don't I want to fill in his eyebrows? I think I took a long time to fill in the last one too. Or maybe I just keep looking at the same one that I didn't draw. Black pants, baby, black pants. Black pants, baby, black pants. Black pants, that's where it's at. I gotta hurry up and finish this page. I still gotta look up this. What should be in that background. I don't have a lot of time to finish. Starting to get sleepy again. I'm lulling myself into a sleep. Stretching. I gotta start getting more sleep. It's like there's always so many things I want to squeeze into a day around my day job. That's the thing, you gotta... If you're like me, if you're an artist like I'm an artist, you really don't want to lose your days when you get free time from your job or something. So you just want to, like, I don't know, relax, take naps, watch cartoons, and dream projects like your big masterpiece comic book never get made. Well, now I really try to utilize as much of my free time as possible. So, like, I'm working on this book, or I'm reading. I still watch a lot of, like, I was watching Better Call Saul while I was inking panels last night. I was watching old episodes on Netflix. But I made some time to hang out with my roommate, my buddy, last night. Like I said, he was showing me Love, Death, and Robots, also on Netflix. But I try to get some like a daily mass in every day, live streamed through the week from my church, and then I go in on Sundays. I try to get some reading in every day. I try to do daily drawings, though that's fallen by the wayside. I try to get a page in every day, a broadcast in every day if I can. But that said, like, when I'm trying to squeeze everything in, sometimes it's like trying to cram in too much and I'm not sleeping enough or something like that. But, you know, you only get the life to live. Are you gonna live the dream today, or are you gonna live the dream when you're dead? You gonna make stuff happen once you're dead? And you know, I don't blow off work, because that's, you know, when they post the schedule, that's my obligated commitment to them. I go into work my 40, 50 hours a week, or whatever the heck it is. I don't even know. Probably it's plenty. That's all I know. And then I make time for my family. I try not to neglect my my mom and dad and brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews, or my friends. If they come into town, I always make time for them. Try to make time to hang out with my roommates. And I make time for all my daily little personal commitments that I try to establish for myself. It's like you can't sacrifice your the other important things in your life for the art. And I would make a case that you can't sacrifice the art for all the other things either. And just that this is kind of, I feel like, what I'm here to do. I don't know why. I don't know to what capacity, but I feel like I've always been called to be a drawer. I'm not a remarkable artist. I mean, this is kid stuff compared to a lot of the comic book artists out there. But for some reason, I've always felt that this was non-negotiable. I was going to do something with it someday. For some reason. It's like I've seen all my art friends kind of relinquish the art to start families and stuff, and get a paying work on their better paying careers and stuff like that. And just about all the artists I know, that's what became of them. They didn't do art. And I was never an impressive enough artist that I got a solid art gig. I mean, I've had some art jobs that were pretty decent, but I don't know. It's art's never been a solid gig, solid enough that I can just pay the bills with my art so far, anyway. But there's always this thing in the back of my mind where it's like, when are you going to give this up? And I'm like, I don't think I can. I don't think I will. I'll if I'm living in my car, I'll still be drawing in notebooks and stuff. Like, this may never pay a dime, and I'm fine with it. I do not do it. Like I said at the beginning, I don't do it to become famous, to make money. I do it because I don't know, it's in my heart and soul and bones and stuff. It's just, I don't really like, this is me trying to take it a little more earnestly, but I've always drawn characters like Bonehead. And I'm just doubling down on it now by trying to make a story and a physical product out of it. So what time is it? We've got about 15 minutes before I have to run out the door. Let's see, what do I gotta do? Let's find the page. Where do you close it down? We're going to see what's in the background. We're going to see what's in the background. Let's see some pages as we go. Okay. Oh, let me get this out of the way. Here. Death by fire. Catches it. And here he throws it down. So, compare and contrast to, let's say they're over here. What's on this one? That door could be there, but it's going to be farther over this way. That door and that path. It's going to be farther over this way. There's some machines on this wall. Okay, I think I kind of know what I'm going to gesture in there. So this is just Speedball India ink that I'm using. Speedball Super Black India ink, which goes on a little waterier than the Hobby Lobby brand that I was previously using, but it's easier on the wrist. It's easier on my hand, I've found. And I use Windsor and Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky Series 7. Did I say that part? Brushes, which is what Bill Watterson used for Calvin and Hobbes. And what Doug TenNapel uses on all his books. So why wouldn't I use the same thing? This is a door. Just I'm changing the horizon line a little bit. Okay, there. Because I need some machines. Back here along the walls. In fact, I think I think the first one would have to be a little farther from the door. Let me look again, see if there's anything specific I would have to draw. No, I don't think so. I can just wing it. Cool. Good enough. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Oh. These doors. I don't think I've seen them in over 20 pages. Okay. We're just going to go with we've been in this setting for a long time. I mean, we've had flashbacks and stuff. But our main characters have been in this room for a long time. And they've got a while to go, too. I hate that. Actually, no, there is a scene coming up in a different place. I think actually on the next 2 pages, we're going to be in a different place. Thank goodness. A little too much ink on the brush. Mm. You're living in your own private Idaho. I've got that stuck in my head. Still B-52s. What time is it? 25. I gotta leave any minute now. Making this a little too elaborate. But I said 1-718-768-0044 friction. Burns butter back to milk. Yeah. 1-718-768-0044. Running on fumes. I got to get right with this. Okay, this is going to be page 173. It's actually going to be later than that in the final book, but that's what we're calling it. 173. Okay, I'm going to put a little drop shadow on his arm back here. Oh, look, I didn't finish his cranium here. There we go. That'll be the page. Say hello and goodbye, because I'm leaving the station. Bye, everybody. This has been Ink the Book Show. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to try and do multiple streams, but, you know, best laid plans and all that. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Be good to your mother. Be good to your mother's grave, if necessary. Otherwise, I'm going to get you.